Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, D. Marie. So how y'all doing? It is January 3rd, and so January 3rd, 2025. We made it to the new year, y'all. And so I apologize in advance. I had to combine day 2 and 3. And so if you have been following me and watching the videos, you saw that I posted day 1. It was short and sweet. And this video will be no exception to that. But day 2 and 3. So day 2, I wanted to reference and focus on bloom and what that means. So keep in mind, blooming means to produce, right? And so what are you doing and what steps are you taking to produce, to bloom in this new year? So remember, this is a series 25 ways to thrive this year. And so I wanted to start off this month of January with just a couple of suggestions and tips. And so, because we all know that if you've dealt with emotional, financial, social setbacks, remember that's where we use it now, setbacks, then you know sometimes it can be hard to bounce back from those. But this is the year that we're going to do that. This is the year that we're going to go from survivor mode to thrive. Okay. We're going to stop surviving and go into thriving. And so again, life can be incredibly challenging, and sometimes we face these hardships that leave us feeling broken and defeated. But the new year is the perfect time to start fresh, to start anew, to refocus on healing, growth, and thriving. Right. And so again, there's no better time like today. What is that saying? Yesterday was the perfect day, but today is the next best day to start. And so that's where we are. And so again, if we talk about emotional healing, it's essential to acknowledge our feelings, and it's essential. I cannot talk today. It's essential to acknowledge our feelings. It's essential to feel how we feel, but we don't want to get stuck there. We don't want to sit there. We want to move forward. So acknowledge our feelings so that we can get the emotional healing that we need. But we got to do the work. So acknowledge our feelings, feel them, cry if you need to, because crying is, I always like to say, crying is a great release. It allows you to release, and you actually feel better after. Journal if you need to. Put in the comments below if you want me to throw some journal prompts down there. I can even do a couple of journal with me, because keep in mind, as a writing is so powerful. And so writing is quite therapeutic. And so there's nothing like writing and journaling and just, putting pen to paper, and just really searching within our feelings. And so I definitely commend you to do that. Meditation, prayer. Again, these are some of the things that will allow us to go from surviving to thriving, so that we can make sure that we are doing everything that we need to do to get everything that belongs to us and everything that we want, our dreams, our goals, and everything, so that we can thrive in 25. So blooming, again, is to produce. And just think of a flower. Flowers bloom all throughout the spring and the summer. and they do not compete with any other flower. They just do what they do. And that's how we need to be. We need to be focused on just ourselves so that we can bloom and that we can thrive for 2025. So that's day 2. And so now, day 3, and like I said, I had to include both of these in the same video because I missed uploading yesterday because I've been, you know, being a busy bee, as they say, doing this and doing that. But no excuses. I'm still here for y'all and uploading now. And so day 3, the focused word is cultivate. And so what can we do to cultivate our dream life, which includes us thriving, of course, because again, that's the theme for this year, thrive in 2025. Day 2, bloom. Day 3, cultivate. And so I want you to take a moment and just meditate and think and even do a little brainstorm of what both of these words mean to you and how can you apply them in your everyday life as far as reaching our goals and reaching what we need to reach and what we need to do and accomplish this year. So I love doing brainstorming activities, and think of as far as bloom, everything that comes to your mind, jot it down, write it down. Everything that comes to your mind for cultivate, think about it, pray about it, meditate, jot it down. There's no right or wrong answer because it's going to be individual to you. And so brainstorm on those two. And after you brainstorm, I would say for a good 5 minutes or so, then go ahead and look at your list and see what you have come up with and what can you circle. Are there any similarities? What did you get out of the brainstorming process, and how can you apply what you got out of that process to ensure that you reach and to make sure that you reach the goals and the dreams that you have for yourself. And so that is my tip for day 2 and day 3. So keep in mind to embrace the power of setting intentions rather than rigid regulations. And I really like that because, and I did jot some notes down, because remember, my word of the year for 2025 is intention. I want to live every day with intention. And I think that that's really important if, you know, we're trying to thrive. And so what's your word of the year? Do you have one? It's not too late if you don't, because we're only 3 days into January. And so that's my word, is intention, because that's my dream and my goal for this year is to live every day with intention. And I want to get 1% better today than I was yesterday. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm striving to be 1% better than today. And so, again, focus on how you want to feel and how you want to grow throughout this entire year, throughout your entire healing and thriving journey. Also, remember that healing and thriving is a journey, not a destination. And so if you keep that in the back of your mind, then hopefully that is helpful to you. And so with that being said, I hope that this has helped somebody, and let me know down below, do you have a word of the year, or are you doing resolutions? There's no right or wrong way to go about achieving or chasing your dreams or your goals. But again, my hope for these short videos is just to make sure that we are thriving together, because remember, let's thrive together. And so don't forget to like, share, and comment, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.